Hello everyone, welcome back to Apocalypse. I have with me Rocket Baby Dolls.
Hello!
We have many things to do this time. We are probably gonna approach sending in our forces into the alien dimension, but we need more information about what they have there. I'm still concerned about, well, a lot of things actually. We could
Sounds promising.
If we lose a ship in there, that's just a huge setback. Like, an annihilator takes like a week to build, and that's annoying to replace. Hey, even it wants money, because we've been killing them, sort of.
Have
But
we?
yes, we went into there to clean up aliens, but they were not too happy about that, because they were hostile from our previous, well, and activities there. So they shot back at us and we shot back at them and people died.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Okay.
oh dear. This is the first, isn't it?
It sure is.
Do we have the men?
We have the men. This is our main base, so we got all the experienced people. All
They
of
chose
them.
the wrong one.
Yeah. This is, and here you can see some scientists and engineers, those guys in white suits.
Is there an escape route?
Yeah, but it's also exactly the enemy's entry point, so they are not gonna be going over there.
Oh, that's always helpful.
Yeah, also scientists and engineers can't fight at all. They can just die or run away. Or actually they can be bullet sponges, so I can send them in to distract if it becomes grim enough to be needed.
They could be replaced.
Yeah. I'm actually considering sending them over here to do exactly that, but first I want to see what I'm up against. They're gonna come in through these, well, you can see it right there. It's the entrance to our base, and that's the entrance of the enemy.
So how does the security work in this?
We have a security station right below us. You can see the turrets there.
Oh, yes.
We only have one in our main base, but I expect my experienced soldiers to be able to handle security a bit better here. In other bases where I don't have experienced soldiers, I instead have more security stations.
You would have thought that even basic gun handling would be required even with civilians.
Yeah, but no, they don't. They are weaklings. They don't know how to do anything.
Ah, there's a war going on. We won't train you.
Yeah. Good thing also is we have people right next to it, so we can immediately keep tracks on where they are going and who they are. There could be any number of organizations that attack us right now, including Soulmine, who are very advanced technologically at this point.
So we have no idea who's coming.
Not until we start the clock, so to speak, and begin the battle.
So this should be interesting to see.
Yeah, it could be a huge battle or a relatively short one, depending on who's attacking us and in what numbers.
You would have thought a base attack would be some kind of large numbers.
Yeah, there's obviously gonna be some, but it depends on the organization attacking us. Gangs will show up in huge numbers with lots of rocket launchers and basically trash everything. And, well, we'll simply have to see.
I'm guessing if it was alien, you would have had some advance warning.
Yes, there would have been a UFO above us pumping its stuff into us.
So this is definitely an organization.
Yes, it cannot be an alien.
Great.
So that should simplify things in the manner that my psionics will be incredibly useful here. They can just side the most dangerous people. And then, hey, it's the sewer guys.
Ah well, they'll die easily.
Yeah, and they are probably the least threatening of all organizations, what I can imagine. I don't see what would be less threatening than the guy who fixes your toilet.
If anything, I thought it would be Soul Mine.
Yeah, but no, they are really pissed that we did not give them the money they asked for just recently. I
mind.
also just primed the vortex mine. They're gonna blow up good now.
It looks like they're unarmored as well.
Yeah. The organizations don't actually use armor whatsoever. They only have their own intrinsic armor value.
Well, this is well planned for them.
Yeah, they are gonna die pretty fast, I think. But we are gonna see, maybe they have some dangerous weapons. See one of them, yeah, this one has a shield and a Devastator cannon. But we have enough Psi people to just control most of them. I'm gonna let him shoot at his buddies over here. And we have rockets, that should help. That was a bad shot.
It wasn't exactly a small corridor.
No. Okay, we got... Let's deploy smoke just in case. It's always best to be on the safe side.
Yeah, the one main downside to a base invasion is that the people recovering are pretty vulnerable.
Yeah, we have like, I think, yeah, Kane is like up in the upper left corner of the map, being like a sliver of health left, and basically just will die from anything. I also don't know what the hell 4 is aiming at. He's just shooting all the wrong things. So we are shooting them up pretty good here.
I'm expecting this to be pretty short.
Yeah, at this point. Sometimes you spawn a long way away from the enemy or entrance, and they can spread out and basically terrorize your scientists. But it looks like they are pretty much the ones being terrorized now. I also didn't have enough armor for everyone.
Yeah, I've noticed the helmets.
This is one of the reasons I've been not producing more annihilators. I've been equipping more, producing more armor for everyone, so any other base that might get invaded will get proper equipment.
Well, there's one thing preparing the spaceships, but you need people properly armoured and ready.
Hey, it's over.
That was pretty painless.
Yeah, could have been worse. But honestly, attacking our main base could pretty much only end one way with the amount of people we have there right now.
That was very bad planning.
If they had attacked while our main force was in the alien dimension, it might have been a lot different, however.
Yeah, true.
Then they would have, we probably would have had like 10 agents or so, of probably the worst and least equipped of them at that.
But from the looks of it, I mean, I'm pretty sure they could have handled that.
Yeah, but we might have lost a lot more and probably lost some agents. But I am mass producing armor for everyone's. So at that point we should be pretty... Oh hey! The real alien threat.
Micronoid organisms.
It's the goo. Those greeny blobby thingies that are microscopic and that are being injected through brain suckers into humans and all that mind control-y business. They are the ones controlling everything. All the aliens are just being controlled by these tiny organisms that are working in unison.
Those bastards.
And that's what they are doing. They're gonna take us over so they can live inside us. These guys.
Ooh. You wouldn't expect them to be the ones in charge.
Yeah, a pile of goo. A lot of people won't even notice them, they'll just kill them and think nothing else of it. And it's very easy to miss this in your first or second or even third games.
I've had numerous games and this is completely new to me.
Because you need to capture one of each alien alive before you can even research that particular part of the research tree and actually figure out what the hell's going on with the aliens.
It's quite weird to know that a pile of goo is the ones in control of
Yeah,
all these other ones.
yeah. It's not so much a pile of goo as just the microorganisms themselves. So they don't actually appear as goo other than when they are outside of a host body. Essentially parasites. Also take a look at the power for the C-clip of Toxicons.
Very
In
nice.
addition to the fire rate. 4.5 shots per second of 85 power compared to the Marsec Heavy launchers 90 power but only 0.45 per second. So those C-clips are essentially firing 5 heavy launching missiles per second.
That's 45 a second compared to about 320.
Yeah, it's absolutely outrageous.
It is.
And it's just unfair to use. Like you are not even. I just feel ashamed if I were to use them.
Well, you are going for a human technology hybrids kind of run, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna use them Toxicons with the C-clip ammos, but there is one more BioWarfare item that we can research after this, but it will be a while before we get there. If we get there even. It requires something very specific to be done. Also this fleet of UFOs is fairly big, but I think we could shoot down several of them before falling back. I'm gonna maybe build 1 or 2 more annihilators, then make an attempt. Which might end badly or might... Yeah, I'm not actually sure because, as I've said before, I've never actually tried this or gotten this far with this kind of strategy.
It's quite disheartening to see that you took down so many UFOs, and then not even 5 minutes later you went back in and there was a hell of a lot more stronger ones.
I'm gonna assume that it's basically that I'm gonna imagine that the rest were just off on a pleasure cruise somewhere, and then they found out that someone's been here, and then they just started guarding themselves. This is not a good thing. 2 alien battleships. That's gonna be difficult to take care of. And now they are destroying stuff. Not infiltrating, actually destroying.
This is pretty new.
Yeah, they are pissed and want to kill stuff.
And they wanted to destroy the government.
Yep. That does not affect us all that much. I would hope the government... they're already allied to us, so it won't help us. Incidentally, I'm not gonna stop them at all.
They're just attacking that one building from the looks of it.
Yeah. They are quite thorough when they want to destroy something. There's not gonna be much of the warehouse left, but the government can rebuild. All buildings are gradually constructed over time again. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing left of that warehouse.
I was about to say that myself. Bloody hell.
Yeah. And now they are taking out their anger on pretty much anyone else they can figure. They don't seem to have much of a plan in mind beyond just shoot stuff.
And will you take the blame?
Nope, it's the aliens will be taking the blame, and this is actually a huge PR boost for us with everyone they are attacking.
But you would have thought that why didn't you do anything kind of attitude would come into play.
Yeah, I am just gonna send my bikes out so they will accidentally shoot someone else's building some more, but otherwise I'm not gonna actually try to shoot them at the moment, at least.
They take some damage though.
Yeah, it's just their shields. Their shields don't have armor value, so they don't actually... Again, anything can take the shields down. It's when their armor needs to be destroyed that things are different.
They really are pissed.
Yeah, they're just shooting everything. Building under attack, building under attack. And... so sirens. Well, basically every organization that's being attacked right now will be loving us when we start attacking the aliens again.
Seems like there'll be a lot of them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there is a downside to all of this.
What's that?
That is that everyone they are attacking will also mean that the aliens gain favor with the enemies of the people they are attacking. And that will mean that they will in turn dislike us more, because we are attacking their friends, the aliens. It's basically a complicated diplomatic mess that will arise from this. Like say they attack the government. That means all the gangs will now be slightly more in favor of the aliens. They're also attacking the police, which means they are even more in favor of the aliens. And therefore the gangs will be less in favor of us when we start attacking the aliens again.
The organisation system is pretty involved. I mean, but the game, if I've been reading correctly, has been not finished properly. I mean, they've left quite a lot out they intended to. So I mean,
yeah, I think it serves its purpose without. It could definitely be more involved, but there is a lot going on that you are not seeing and can only deduce basically through observing what's happening really closely.
yeah, I've kind of noticed that in the past. But I mean, it's kind of hard to think about how much more they could involve the. Can't even say the words.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's involved enough already. But it's hard to think how they could have even improved it, involved it even more.
Yeah, it would probably involve like making certain organizations more important or have certain mandates or missions that would get severely affected through relations with each other or whatnot. There's a lot that could be done, but also I found out there are some aliens over here. I'm gonna kill them because I want to capture another spitter, and if there's one here I want to have it.
It's nice to you know your priorities.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose with the organisations, all we have to worry about is our toilets getting clogged.
Yep. Also, this will prove as a good demonstration to see what happens to the organization's relations after we clear this place out. A lot of organizations hate the aliens now, so I want to see how many of them like us more after we kill some of them. And who likes us less, incidentally.
How will we know this?
After we have killed the aliens here, we will go to the diplomatic tavern, take a look there, and see who demands more and who. Yeah, we will see then, basically. I also don't know why there are aliens about here. I didn't see anyone being dropped off, but I did notice on the alien infiltration shot that there is stuff in nanotech territory.
Okay.
And
So it's a good call by you.
yeah, and so I deduced that it was here, since this is the place they were hovering over, even though nothing was actually dropped off. I don't really know how it happened, but it did. Ooh, a little popper. It doesn't stand a chance, and even if it did manage to reach us, we are fully armored.
That was taken down a lot easier than ever before.
Yeah. And of course I have a lot of experienced people now.
Not just 4 superhumans.
Yeah. Although we do have those as well. Let's just smoke them and send up one of the expendable people I have, while everyone else keeps an eye on things. Make sure they don't get sneaked up on by something dangerous. Send up Psionic Squad over here with some support.
Why is that guy running to the transporter? Is he? No, he's a door there, I see it.
Yeah. He's just exploring each little nook and cranny that we can find. There are... Sometimes aliens get stuck, as we have seen. And yeah, sometimes I just like having full visibility. Every time I play any kind of game, I just like seeing things.
If only they got stuck more often.
Would be nice for us. Let's send you in there. Full squad checking out every room.
We see all these robotics in this place, but you never see them really operational
Yeah,
or on other maps.
this is clearly some kind of robot making factory, given all the ones next to the assembly lines and just coming off it. We are under fire. And that robot right there clearly just dropped that crate, so maybe they just all get deactivated once something needs to be done.
Panic mode.
Yeah, let's see. We have one pod who's throwing something at us. I can see him making the move. It's a boomeroid. One of the less dangerous things. Let's move slightly out of the way. Good enough. Oh, that was
easy.
Yeah, that was too easy. It was just a popper and a blue guy and his pet popper. We probably shouldn't have even have gone there. They were just trying to have some fun there. Well, we can now take a look at all the organizations. Now this is an interesting thing. When an organization starts liking the aliens, they will stop taking bribes from us. And that means that they will pretty much always be hostile. Psych is the same. They like the aliens and we cannot offer them bribes to not be hostile. Siren can be affected, that's good. Grabball League will always hate us from now on.
So there's no way to change them.
Nope, the only way is through the aliens accidentally shooting them somewhat. And here we can see the android organization is also the same. And even if there was very little chance of getting androids before, now it's flat out impossible.
Yeah, I was going to say. That's no big loss, I suppose.
Yeah. But yeah, several organizations have, because of this attack on the government, become flat out hostile or unfriendly to us. And that's quite bad, really.
Yes.
But it could have been worse. We still have a core 5 allies that are still friendly to us. And
Are the Extropians important?
no, they're just a political party. So far no one important beyond... well, Grabball League is important. They are supposedly the ones giving lots of agents to people, so that's very bad. But otherwise... and of course Self, who are the androids, but they are not giving us any androids anyway, so really.
Well, you can't miss what you've never had.
Yeah. But now I can't delude myself into thinking I might get androids someday. But no, it's just never gonna happen. But I guess that means that this was an extra unintentional challenge, basically.
Never mind.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to have them one day, but
Yeah, one wouldn't do that all that much nowadays anyways. We have so much other things that's... but yeah, the psionic immunity of androids would come in handy as we engage more of those psi aliens, but thanks to having had time to train our psionics, they also have good resistance now.
not all is lost.
Yes, we have several abilities yet, but the noticeable thing about this whole diplomatic mess is that they will now basically form 2 power blocks now. One that hates the aliens and loves us, and one that loves the aliens and hates us, and basically everyone we like, and vice versa. this is how most of my games end up being. It actually took longer than expected for it to start the cycle now.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, mostly. It can get really wild how diplomacy works, so it can actually be a good thing too.
Well, let's hope the UFOs come back and target the right people.
Yeah, that would be helpful. But at the moment, diplomacy is so complicated that I'm not even sure what would be the right people. I would simply have to wait and see what happens, depending on who they attack.
Plus, you don't really have the money either.
Nope. As you can see, I've been producing a lot of armor now. It's just such a mess to not be able to construct a single suit of armor immediately. I have to individually create all the armor pieces.
Is this the only game that actually does that?
I think so, yes.
'Cause I remember with all others, you just like build the armor and that's it.
Yeah, there might have been something somewhere, but no, I don't. Any of the XComs were, at least, were this. So it's just Apocalypse.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose in some ways it makes it more customizable, but it's more of a pain in the ass as well.
Yeah, you could at least have both options. You want to produce a single one of these, or just an entire suit? It wouldn't be too hard, I think.
No.
Hey look, it got chased off by the police. Two puny police ships chased off a battleship with escorts. Good
How
job.
did that happen? You very good job.
They must have been up against the two most awesome police ever. I'm not sure how they knew it, but yeah. And of course it's time to engage in some more crimes. For the greater good.
Never a bad thing.
Yeah.
So what are we after this time?
We are after more Elerium. We have some, but I want to have a good stockpile of it. So basically, the current plan is kill everyone, leave no witnesses.
Unfortunately, there's one or two.
Yeah. And I'm guessing they have video cameras, so that is why they know to blame us.
You can't really see them, but I suppose they do.
Yeah, it is in the future, and they're already everywhere in our current society, so it makes sense that they would be even more everywhere in the future.
Well, that is true.
So let's just see, try to make this as painless for them as possible.
With guns firing at them, it probably will be pretty painful.
Yes, sadly, and we'll also sort of mind rape them a bit, but hopefully that won't be too traumatic before the end.
Well, they knew they would be dangerous with this job.
Yeah, there's just no way to know how they got this job, if they were like they forced into it or brainwashed or anything. There's all sorts of really vague things about this current society in Mega Primus.
When you've got major gangs being an influence on other people, then I'm sure there'll be a lot of known risks to people.
Yeah, incidentally, the school system uses psionic implants to teach children,
Okay.
which is pretty much literally brainwashing them into thinking and learning correctly. So there is a lot that could be said that this is either a utopian or dystopian society, depending on how you look at it.
Kind of sounds a bit of both.
Yeah,
But I mean,
mostly
if they're
dystopian, I would say, but
Yeah, because I mean, if they're using implants, and there's major gangs, then there's something definitely going wrong with it.
yeah, very corporation heavy. Like everything has to be owned and operated by a corporation.
Yeah, it's got like a kind of Blade Runner feel to some of it as well.
Also, if anyone was paying attention, one of them just threw a boomeroid, and then the boomeroid went back to him and exploded him.
Really? I missed that completely.
Yeah, it also exploded his equipment and then completely killed everyone else of them.
I'm pretty sure boomerangs are meant to come back to people.
Yeah, but he I'm guessing he accidentally armed it before throwing it. He was probably just intending to throw it to another who would then throw it further forwards, but I guess he pushed the wrong button on it. But anyways, this is going well so far.
Yeah, looks like it.
We have serious firepower. I brought a lot of people just to be on the safe side.
And regarding the security, I mean, they're mining rare minerals, so I'm sure they know there'll be some risks.
Yeah. They have been fighting down rebellions in the mining colonies, so they have some experience with people getting uppity. Of course, some miners are probably less equipped than XCOM.
They're not really showing their experience, though. They get mowed down pretty quickly.
Yeah. Let's just see what we could say, and then I'll run away with... Ah, good. Drop this. Those things are so weak now that I'm not even gonna bother exploding them.
For a second I thought your guy was... oh, he's just killed his own man.
Yep. He's all panicking. He just realized what he did.
I saw the red face and kind of thought that your guy panicked.
Nope. Be them. Pew. Okay. We are getting fired at by a powerful weapon still. As we have seen specifically in your case, those weapons can actually kill instantly if you are really unlucky. So we need to deal with that somehow. Send up the most expendable person, while everyone else keeps an eye on it so they can fire when spotted. There we go. And he does not have long to live.
It doesn't help when he runs into the middle of everyone.
Yeah. Most of them probably have a death wish by now. Either that or just panicking, fleeing, hiding in a corner.
And there's another robot that doesn't move.
Yep. None of them move. I would like to see them move sometime in some future game. Here we have one of the panicking ones. He just wants to leave, hide in a corner.
Didn't do a good job of hiding.
Yeah. Well, time to find whoever's hiding. Might be many, there might... Well, probably not many. We have killed several already.
We've killed a lot of people, but we've hardly seen any of the map.
Yeah. Usually, when you engage in a firefight, everyone else tends to notice and come assist. But the aliens work differently than the organizations, so... Everyone has their own AI and sensibilities of what is right to do in a combat situations.
If the aliens had this AI, it would be a lot easier.
No, they have to be sneaky and sometimes cowardly and sometimes... And poppers just want to run up and explode in your face. Always.
The poppers know how to live. Oh!
Hey, he fled. That's good enough. We get all the UC equipment and delirium. Well, let's take a look when we get back to base how much we got. Maybe it was worth this rather nasty killing of, well, innocent people really, but...
For the greater good.
Yeah.
The government are building up pretty quickly.
Yeah. They do lose a lot of money from doing that, but otherwise they're not gonna take any damage permanently.
It's a fair bit of delirium we have.
Yeah, we got like 1,000 I think from that one raid. That should mean we don't have to attack raid for more Elerium until we have engaged in some major battle at least. We might want to have to kill those battleships eventually though, or they might just keep stacking up and being more annoying to kill later. Oops. No selling mindbenders, that's just stupid, I need those. And more money is always good.
Always.
Yes.
Is that 30,000?
Yep.
Nah, not bad.
So I'm gonna need all the money I can get to when I need to start producing all the Annihilators always. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of things are happening now diplomatically. Huge mess basically.
That alien attack did not go well.
Yeah. They might not have attacked us directly, but it has led to some things happening all the same. No more androids. Or,
Well, we never had them,
yeah. So. Never more androids. Never any androids.
Ah, well. We can win without them.
Yeah. Well, I think that's more or less enough for now.
Thank you for having me.
Sure thing. Goodbye.